Okay, so hi, I'm Christine. I'm gonna be your therapist today. What brings you in today?
Hey, how's it going? I think I'm just kind of hitting a point in life where I'm just getting a lot of stress and a lot of things feel like they're piling on.
Okay, so you're here because of stress. Before we start anything, before I start talking about anything, I need to go over the student informed consent form with you.
Okay.
I have to you, so just listen in, I guess, and just make sure if you're not understanding anything, just let me know.
Okay, cool.
All right, it says, Dear friend, I am a student in interviewing skills at Delaware Technical Community College. One of the requirements of this course is that I practice counseling skills with volunteers. I appreciate your willingness to work with me on my class assignments. You are in control about what we talk about today, and in any future videos we do together, I'd appreciate it if you can talk about a real issue or concern you have right now. But if you don't have to say anything you don't want to say, you may change the subject at any time. Here are some important dimensions of our work together. Confidentially, as a student, I cannot offer any form of legal confidentiality. You may rest assured, however, that that what you tell me in real or real role-played situations will remain confidential and remain with me except for the following important exceptions, which must be reported to the instructor as required by state law. A serious issue of harm to yourself or others, indications of abusing or neglecting children, the elderly, or disabled persons. If a DTC student disclosure that you are a current victim of domestic violence or sexual assault. Audio or videotaping, an important part of interviewing training is making a recording or listening to my own work. This may be shared with a superior supervisor, Dr. Marshall, and or students in my class. You'll find that recording does not affect our practice session so long as you and I are comfortable. If you wish, we can turn off the recorder at any time. Recordings or written transcripts of the recording will be destroyed at the end of the course unless I have additional written permission from you. All right, and then it says boundaries of competency. As I am a beginner as an interviewer, I obviously cannot do counseling and therapy. This is a practice session so I can learn how to apply the basic listening skills. In fact, I'd appreciate feedback from you as to my performance and what you find helpful. If you may have any questions, you may contact my instructor, Dr. Marshall, and then has her phone number and email address. So if you can sign and get that back to me.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I got the email of them. I have that the electronic one. I'll get that signed and I'll send it back to you.
Okay, did you understand the what it's saying here?
Yep, yep. And I read it for myself. Everything I understand. I'm good to go on that.
Okay, so I gotta get to know you first since it's our first session here. You said you're here because of a lot of stress. I'm gonna
Yeah.
ask this just kind of like introduction where I'm gonna ask you stuff, you're gonna answer, kind of stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm not very familiar with all this. It kind of all hit me like a ton of bricks. So I'd assume um, somewhere in the stress anxiety level from the little bit of research I've done, they're kind of like the same thing. Maybe I'm not 100% sure, but whatever one of those two things, stress or anxiety.
Yeah, I mean they're kind of built off each other. Those two things here, they're really big things of why people go to therapy. So so how old are you? Let's start with that.
I am 18 years old.
Oh wow. So you just graduated high school? Did you go to high school?
Yep, I graduated high school in 2021. So this is
Okay.
my first year out of high school.
Oh wow. Well, congratulations. What year? So you graduated in 2021. What
Right.
high school did you go to?
I went to St. George's Votech. It's a high school in Middletown.
Oh wow. Okay, okay. Is that like over the bridge or before the bridge?
It's
Right?
actually just before the bridge. If you're going over the bridge, and you're heading south, you can actually see the school from the bridge.
Oh wow. Okay, okay. That's cool. Um. So how many siblings do you have?
Just one. I got a little brother.
Oh. How old is he?
He just turned 16.
Oh, okay. I have a little brother who's 10. I actually have two brothers, so yeah. I'm the oldest, yeah. What else should I ask you? Let's see. And so you don't have any sisters? Do you have a big family or a little family?
It's fairly big family. I mean, immediate wise, it's just me, my mom, my dad, my brother. Us four, we all live in the same house.
Okay.
And my grandparents, both sets of grandparents live very close. My dad's got a sister, my mom's got a sister, and both of them have, one's got two kids, one's got three kids. So I got five cousins and we're all very close. It's a large family. We're very close with everyone.
Right. Yeah, that's nice. So would you say you're a very family oriented kind of person?
I don't really know. I mean, it depends on what your definition of family oriented is. We
You
just
spend a lot of time with your family, I guess. Like you guys do
hang
stuff.
out a lot. Yeah, I mean, we don't really go to church or anything like that, but we do a lot of, we go and, have parties and watch sports and whatnot and debate and about different sports and current events and
Yeah.
have that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
So let's see. Background information. Let's see. This paper is sitting over here. Okay. So you were saying you have a lot of stress and anxiety.
Mhm.
What do you think? What do you have stress about?
I'm not 100% sure. Just kind of started hitting me slowly. I got a full-time job and I also have a little part-time job on the side. And so that's in total, that's 6 days a week and I only got one day off. But then I'm also doing full-time college. It's the summer now, but I kept on doing college. So I'm taking three classes right now. So it's just a lot. I mean, it's kind of creating some stress. I'll wake up in the morning and be like, oh my God, what is this due today? Or like, just different things like that. And, I don't know. It's kind of piling on and it's never happened before in my life. So I just figured maybe, come and talk to someone about it, nick it in the butt and not have to worry about it again.
Yeah. One of the things that us therapists do, we do college planning and we do try to help people have a positive, like be positive and be able to plan things accordingly to their life. So with that being said, what does a regular day look like to you?
A regular day to me, basically, I wake up usually about 5 o'clock, and I go to my regular job. I scrap cars and HVAC units. Um, That's usually about 10 to 12-hour days. It really all depends. So I mainly do that. That's kind of the bulk of my day. By the time I get home, I'm usually pretty worn out. I'm pretty beat. Stuff's tiring. But I don't know. When I get home, I usually kind of hang out, talk to my family a little bit, play some video games. I read a lot of books. Just kind of the normal stuff. Go out and watch some baseball games every here and there, whatever. But that's really it. Nothing too exciting. It's just kind of the same old every single day.
Right. So with this stress, what it sounds like, this is kind of like I mean, with your job, obviously that's kind of a little bit of a long-term goal of, you're going to keep going to your job, you're going to keep working. But with school, whether you're doing it full time, you obviously will get done quicker or
Yeah.
in the time frame of 2 years, depending on what you're doing here. What are you actually going to school for?
I'm going for human services. I want to take my degree and become a state trooper. That's my goal is to become a police officer.
Okay. Why do you want to become a police officer?
My whole dad's side of the family were state troopers or county cops. All of my, um, pretty much all my dad's cousins, my dad's uncles, my grandfather. And it's just something I've always wanted to do. I love it. I've got nothing but respect for police officers. And I just love the job. I think it's super cool. That's if I'm watching YouTube or anything, usually it's just body cam videos and police officers stuff.
Right, right. Okay. Well, that definitely is a good job to have. Sometimes it definitely can be a dangerous job, but that's why people go to training. So you're pretty much stressed about your full time and part time. You work full time, one job, and you do another job part time.
Yeah, on the weekends I do. There's this little business down in Dover, and I just give them a hand, help them out and stuff. It's I don't know. It's usually it's about 10-hour days, and I do it twice, so about 20 hours extra on the week.
Hmm. Is there a reason why you're working two jobs?
I just enjoy the money. I like being able to make all the money. In total, I'm working about 60 to 70 hours a week. Really all depends on what I am doing that week. Sometimes it's a little bit less. I've even done a little bit more, which is not ideal. But I just really enjoy the money. One job is just like an easy little like here's some cash at the end of the day. The other job actually all the money goes into my bank account, so it's nice to I got some spending money in cash. I got some spending money in the bank and also savings account in the bank. So it's just I like it all. Just the more money I have, the better it makes me feel.
So do you feel like you're pretty good with your money? Like you're a financially stable type of person?
Yeah, I feel like I'm very well with my money. Usually I plan out things way ahead of time. I know if I can afford something and what bills are going to come up and everything. I pay my own bills. I buy everything myself. So it's nice being able to have that financial freedom, but I'm also good with my money. So I can kind of I like having that freedom because I can handle it.
How long have you been working?
Probably since as long as I can remember. Probably started around 12, 13, just doing little odd jobs, helping up. I know a big circle of people. So anytime someone needed some mulch done, or maybe someone went away for a few weeks and needed some grass getting cut or something along those lines. Just making money every here and there. I remember being really young and excited because I made $30 in one day. Uh, yeah, and then after that, once I got closer to turning 16, I started working with my grandfather. He owns a bunch of duplexes and houses in Smyrna, and people rent them out. So it was a lot of just tagging along with him every day. I made $8 an hour, and we just anything that got needed to be fixed. Did a lot of yard work to make the houses look pretty. We cut the grass ourselves, so did that for a while. And then after that, I just picked up my full-time job, my part-time job shortly after, and I've been doing those ever since. So I've been doing them.
Hmm.
I've been doing the full-time job. I've been doing it almost 3 years. Part-time job I've been doing about a year.
Okay, okay. So do you have any hobbies? Like, do you do anything for fun? It sounds like all you do is work right now.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of work, but I mean, to be honest, a lot of my buddies and stuff, they do the same thing. So if one person's getting home at 4:30, the other guy's getting home at 5:30. So we hang out a lot. With this Zoom meeting, I got a lot of friends over right now. I'm in my pole barn, but in the house, my dad's hanging out with a bunch of my buddies and stuff, and they're all hanging out. So I work a lot, but it works great with the people I surround myself with because they also work a lot. So it's a lot of hanging out with friends. Like I said earlier, play a little bit of video games, not nothing too much, but I play them from time to time. My main hobbies would just be reading. I read a lot of books, usually anywhere between 1 to 3 books a week, depending on how immersed I am or how big the book is.
Hmm. Oh, okay. All right. I've heard a lot about your family, so I at least can tell. Um, are you currently married? Do you have any kids?
No, 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 no. I'm not married. I've had a girlfriend. We've been dating just shy of 3 years. We got together right around sophomore year of high school. Um, and we hang out all the time and spend a lot of time together. But no, definitely not married. Definitely don't have any kids yet.
How old is she?
She just turned 20, so she's 2 years older than I am.
Oh, okay. What else should I ask you? So you're pretty much just stressed about like just having so much on your plate right now.
Yeah, just a lot of load, and I just want to kind of learn how to cope with it so I can keep balancing this stuff out. Obviously, if I need to, I can cut things out of my life and make things a lot easier. Um, I can
Right.
I can work less. The part-time job is not the most important thing on earth, so I can get rid of that. But honestly, I just really enjoy working all the time and I enjoy making all this money. So my end goal here is to try and learn how to be able to cope with this and be able to continue doing all this stuff.
Yeah. One thing that I do, I've noticed that a lot of people who like, I mean, you kind of just have to look like you have your life together. You don't actually really have to have it all together. But with like planning things out, writing things down in your calendar, making a list, having things you need to do during the day helps out a lot because it makes you help feel a little bit more accomplished.
Yeah.
And kind of like, I don't know, having something positive to do during the day, something fun, like once a week or something. Like, oh, I'm going to reward myself with, I don't know, buying this or, going outside for a walk or doing something fun. I don't know exactly what your definition of fun is yet, but, just something fun during the week to reward yourself for doing those throughout the week. Even if you do it in the middle of the week or at the end of the week or at the start of your week, just so you know that, like, listen, I'm going to be stressed out for a little bit, but after I get this done, this is what's going to happen, kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree. And that's a big goal of mine, is to just kind of, learn how to be able to work hard, but also enjoy the fun things in life, and, set little goals. And as I accomplish them, I can, reward myself with whatever I see fit.
Right. Yeah, definitely. Okay. So let's see. You're stressed out about pretty much working all the time. You're in school. You read for fun. Do you have anything else that you do for fun? You just read. That's it.
That's really about it. A lot of my buddies make fun of me because I'm not the most reading type of person.
Mhm.
We do a lot of, like, I mean, I guess these are hobbies, but a lot of, just, bonfires, and right now it's not the season, but a lot of hunting. We do a lot of hunting.
Uh,
Um, eh,
I can put that under hobbies too. Okay.
so a lot of the times, when I'm talking to a lot of my, quote unquote redneck friends, they like to make jokes like, dude, you're reading? You're reading a book? Like, and they think it's funny, but I enjoy it. I love reading. And I think that's definitely something I want to let you know, because I want to try my best to implement that as well as I can into my, goals and stuff. Because when I read a book and really be able to connect well with characters or really get immersed into a story, I tend to notice that, anxieties and stresses isn't even a word in my vocabulary. Like, I just feel so much better.
Yeah, that's a relaxation method for you, right?
Hmm.
Pretty much for you.
I agree. Yeah.
Write that down. Would you say you get enough sleep, like 8 hours of sleep, or do you think you're like the normal adult who gets like 5?
I really don't. It depends. To be honest, I don't really count. I feel like I'm like any other normal person. When I wake up, I'm a little sluggish, tired, but as I get my day going, usually a black coffee and the windows down heading to work usually wakes me right up. And, we're around a lot of loud machinery, and, just a lot of loud noises and breaking glass windows and stuff in the cars, and just beating things and sawzalling and torching stuff. So it's a lot of loud noises. So if you're not awake by the time you get to my job, you will be awake very shortly. Um,
Right.
so I don't really know if I'm not getting enough sleep or not. I usually fall asleep anywhere between 1 and 2 in the morning. And then I wake up about 5:30. Yeah, I'd say more close to 5:30 is what time I wake up.
Okay. The reason I'm asking is because you could be just really tired, and that could be a indicator of stress as well. So that's why I was asking.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think that's something I can work on. Being honest with you, I definitely could sleep more. Uh,
Yeah, I go to sleep sometimes between 10 and 12, but I wake up around sometimes 6:30, sometimes right at 8 o'clock. Just depends on how I feel that day or
yeah,
how much slept, because I live about 3 minutes away from my job. So
that's easy.
yeah, but even then, I was late this morning. I was like 15 minutes late for some reason. I don't know. But how long? Oh yeah, you did tell me how long you were at your job. How long were you at your job again? I forgot to write that down.
At my full time job, I've been there about 3 years.
Okay. And then part-time job, you said like a year, right?
Yeah, just shy, almost a year. It'll be a year in September.
Okay, okay. All right, let's see. You coping with anxiety. Your hobbies are hunting and reading. You like to read. It pretty much helps you like cool down and stuff. Would
Yep.
you ever try walking outside by yourself just to go around the block kind of thing, right after work? I know you're probably tired, you
Yeah,
know.
it's something I've thought about. Definitely nowhere nearby my house can you go walking. But I kind of lied. I mean, I guess I could walk around my house. We have 5 acres of land and about an acre of woods, so we got a lot of space. Um, yeah, I mean, we have a bunch of four wheelers. I mean, there's one right there. Uh, and we got a bunch other in our lean-to. So, driving around in those, and it really is a great, I guess would be my form of walking. Just kind of
Yeah.
moving around in them and just driving around the yard and stuff is usually That's what I would consider walking for me, because I get kind of what you're saying. I try to look into it and I try to walk, but it doesn't do much for me. I just get bored and I don't really, didn't
Yeah,
really do a little bit of walking I tried.
understand. Yeah. Um, okay. So today was kind of a day like where we're just like an introduction here. Let me check the timer here. Yeah, we're almost at our 10-minute mark here. So did you have any questions about anything? It looks like we're just gonna kind of stop here and then I'll start another recording because my Zoom session thing, it only allows me to record so much. Do you
Okay.
have any questions? Do
Uh,
you
no, not necessarily. I'm excited. I'm really hoping that this works out well. I don't really see it being a huge issue, but I just, like I mentioned earlier, just wanted to come here and try and figure out how to fix things prior to them becoming too bad and me really just crashing and falling apart and going down a bad path in life. So,
yeah, you feel like you feel like the world's not ending, but it's gonna end soon kind of thing, like where it's just kind of crashing and you're like, I need to like figure out what I need to do here. I understand. I understand.
yep.
Okay, so we're gonna stop the recording session. I'm gonna do another session and then we can get right back into it since I figured this was a good stopping point since I learned a little bit more about you and then we'll talk about more of the techniques and stuff, how we can cope with your stress slash anxiety.
Awesome. Sounds good. Okay, cool. I appreciate it and I'll join right back.
Okay, thank you.